Socrates said it, and it hurt. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. To find yourself, think for yourself. An unexamined life is not worth living. Wonder is the beginning of wisdom. Be as you wish to seem. He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. To know is to know that you know nothing. That is the meaning of true knowledge. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be. Prefer knowledge to wealth, for the one is transitory, the other perpetual. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. The only good is knowledge, and the only evil is ignorance. Wisdom begins in wonder. He is richest who is content with the least, for content is the wealth of nature. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. Let him who would move the world first move himself. Death may be the greatest of all human blessings. To fear death, my friends, is only to think ourselves wise without being wise, for it is to think that we know what we do not know. Envy is the ulcer of the soul. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. The hottest love has the coldest end. I know that I am intelligent because I know that I know nothing. The beginning of wisdom is a definition of terms. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when thou art in, continue firm and constant. Regard your good name as the richest jewel you can possibly be possessed of. Not life, but good life is to be chiefly valued. There is no greater evil one can suffer than to hate reasonable discourse. Bad men live that they may eat and drink, whereas good men eat and drink that they may live. Think not those faithful who praise all thy words and actions, but those who kindly reprove thy faults. Virtue does not come from wealth, but wealth, and every other good thing which men have comes from virtue. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. The only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. I am not an Athenian or a Greek, but a citizen of the world. One thing only I know, and that is that I know nothing. The greatest blessing granted to mankind come by way of madness, which is a divine gift. I know you won't believe me, but the highest form of human excellence is to question oneself and others. I was really too honest a man to be a politician and live. A book must be the axe for the frozen sea within us. Understanding a question is half an answer. Wisdom outweighs any wealth. Do not do to others what angers you if done to you by others. You can hold yourself back from the sufferings of the world. That is something you are free to do. and it accords with your nature. But perhaps this very holding back is the one suffering you could avoid. When the debate is lost, slander becomes the tool of the loser. From the deepest desires often come the deadliest hate. Be nicer than necessary to everyone you meet. Everyone is fighting some kind of battle. Remember that there is nothing stable in human affairs. Therefore, avoid undue elation in prosperity or undue depression in adversity. He is a man of courage who does not run away, but remains at his post and fights against the enemy. We cannot live better than in seeking to become better. Wealth does not bring about excellence, but excellence makes wealth and everything else good for men, both individually and collectively. I usually solve problems by letting them devour me. He who is unable to live in society or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself must be either a beast or a god. The way to gain a good reputation is to endeavor to be what you desire to appear. I pray thee, O God, that I may be beautiful within. He who commits injustice is ever made more wretched than he who suffers it. To know thyself is the beginning of wisdom. The envious person grows lean with the fatness of their neighbor. We should eat to live, not live to eat. The misuse of language induces evil in the soul. If a man is proud of his wealth, he should not be praised until it is known how he employs it. I would rather die having spoken in my manner than speak in your manner and live. No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. I know nothing except the fact of my ignorance. All men's souls are immortal, but the souls of the righteous are immortal and divine. In childhood be modest, in youth temperate, in adulthood just, and in old age prudent. He is not only idle who does nothing, but he is idle who might be better employed. The soul, like the body, accepts by practice whatever habit one wishes it to contact. An honest man is always a child. Happiness is unrepentant pleasure. There is no learning without remembering. The easiest and noblest way is not to be crushing others, but to be improving yourselves. If you don't get what you want, you suffer. If you get what you don't want, you suffer. Even when you get exactly what you want, you still suffer, because you can't hold on to it forever. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. Nothing is so well learned as that which is discovered. Sometimes you put walls up not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to break them down. Make sure to subscribe for more daily wisdom. Thanks for watching.